All right, what's up, guys? We are back. We have Azure's account. Yes, we have 2 iOS accounts in a row. You probably saw yesterday's Jonas one. Well, it's technically still today for us here on the live stream. If you haven't seen, come by our live streams. Enjoy all these people up here chatting away, giving advice, being the peanut gallery, giving us good, bad, questionable answers and decisions. Sometimes a lot better than mine, but sometimes really bad. So let's jump into it and see exactly what this account is like. This account is very similar to Jonas's yesterday or today, wherever you are, because they both recently came back to the game literally after like a couple years away, and they've only been back a couple months, so they need some strategies. Instantly, what I see is you have a Transcendence hero, but I only see a V3 hero in your ticks. Now, in the old days, that's fine. The bad thing is you should always have a V4 hero like well before you even get your first Transcendence hero, which is another learning point. Is another person in the early days of the game not really knowing where the power comes from. They most likely took their cores, they got their spheres, and then they turned those spheres into Crystals of Transcendence instead of turning them into Stellar Shards. V4 is by far the most important thing. My account is cursed, man, LMAO. Wait a minute. I only see level 345 on these heroes. Interesting. Okay, artifacts. Let's take a look at artifacts. We have 1 melodic strings. We kind of like one-offs of everything, except we do have an upgraded demon bell, which is pretty nice. Wait, why do we have separate? Wait. Oh, that's just the one. What? Wow, we have a lot of artifacts spread out. Oh, by the way, you can spend the 10 cores on stream. All right. Well, I don't even know who we're going to use them for just yet. Let's put that towards the end. Oh, let's check sea lands. That's one thing I always like doing. Light's almost done. Okay, so really for you, I would say, Azure, you're still what I call the early to mid game. Even though you have a Transcendence hero, you're almost to a V4 hero. The most important things your account should be focusing on are the early game activities. Number 1 being getting Sea Land done in every single faction up to Sea Land 20. Now, why are we talking about that? Because when you come on to, not that one, the Void Temple, every Sea Land you clear up to 20 increases your damage by 30% against a specific faction when it comes to all of the Gate of the Void. So that's not even just talking about like Void Vortex, which it looks like, I mean, there's a lot of free stuff coming back. When you come back, you get a big influx of gems a lot of times. That puts you up to what? 12,000 now, so that's pretty good. But yeah, I would try to get them all done, because that also includes progress you're going to make in Realms Gate, which is very important for accumulating resources, and Void Arc. So that's why I still like doing every single Sea Land to 20 as fast as possible. So in that spirit, Shadow you should have done, right? Oh man, tapping everything wrong on this iOS device. I swear, I'm just like looking straight down, trying to concentrate here. You can see like, okay, so Abyss, Light, Fortress. So really the only one you have done is Shadow. Everything else needs work. Now, I don't want to say build too wide, but you already have a hero that can do a lot of work. So let's start with Abyss. Abyss you can definitely get done simply with this Delacium. I would also build up an Ignis if and when you get the copies. There here, it's looking good, don't worry. Yeah, okay. Build up like a 9-star Ignis to go with him. And on top of that, I would take, I think I saw you had 2 Kiss of Ghost. Yes. Use both of these Kiss of Ghost and upgrade it to a glittery one so it has healing attached to it. That with this Delacium will get you a pretty easy Sea Land 20. Take all your Void imprints from ticks, chuck it onto him, you'll be good to go. So that's the first one, is Abyss Sea Land. Fortress, again, if you just swap over your resources from your ticks to your Inosuke, you can probably get it done. Like, you can probably get this done again. Check the chest as well later on because I have 2 painted 1 artifacts waiting, but do not know which to pick. Okay, I'd probably sit on them for a little bit too. Again, you have Russell. There's probably a lot of these things that, there's most of these that you can technically get done already. You have another baby almond raw. You could probably clear this out as well with like a 6-star Aspen. Man, Azure, I almost want to come back to your account like every day this week and attempt a different sea land. Because I think legitimately with your account, especially since we got that giant influx of gems, I honestly think we can get you Death 100 in Aspen Dungeon to let your heroes level up to 350. I'm pretty sure we could get Dark, Light, Forest is going to be a little tricky. Abyss should be able to get done. And Fortress, they should all be able to get done. However, there's probably one thing I should check. No secondary. No secondary. No secondary. Fully done. I mean, that's good. At least you have the guild tech. I was afraid I was going to see like certain classes just not having guild tech. We might be able to do Forest as well, as people are saying in chat, with the Rogan in the back set up like offensively and have the Panda very defensive in the front row. Death 100 should be able to be accomplished with the ticks. It would be easier if we did have an upgraded Punisher staff for the extra damage, but getting him to V4 is kind of a priority. You really need him at V4. V3, probably still doable. The other thing is, since you have been gone for a long time, I imagine your star spawn are not that great. Yeah. So you don't have a lot of power. He has chest for Punisher. Yeah, but I don't know if a Punisher is worth it in the long run. Oh, man, you have an orange exclusive chest. I totally forgot those things existed. I totally forgot they existed. Man, wow. Okay, so a little bit of a throwback there. So yeah, you have a flag. You've got 2 pay-to-win artifacts. The biggest holdback to what you see other people able to do for your account, though, and something that really can't be accomplished by whaling, it just takes time in this game, and that is your star spawn. Star spawn take time. You need to do your void art constantly. You need to hatch every egg. You need to get the crystals to level them up. Is going to take time, but this is one of the biggest places you get power from on your account, because there's certain ones that have multipliers, like all damage dealt. That becomes a huge important thing, and you want to prioritize this before any other star spawn. Yeah, the other thing is Mr. Popo just said a glittery cog can also do it on ticks. It's not as reliable just because of the crit chance that he has. If you don't have the Punisher, you're losing out on, well, actually, no, you're losing out on 15%. That puts you down at 55, so you'll have, what, a 95% crit chance? Well, not bad. You never know. You never know. Ticks is probably going to be an easier way to get to Death 100 versus the Sword Flash, I feel like. The other thing is, as you get gems, upgrade your most important heroes, like your Sword Flash, upgrade their gear sets to Resonance Gear, and re-roll it to get their bonuses. That Resonance Gear is a gigantic boost in power, so... yeah, but honestly, yeah, with crit potions, he'll be at 95. Should be enough. However, we've seen plenty of runs back in the day where 95% was not enough. I would sit on your chest for right now. I would first just see what we can do as is for your account. I would not cash the chest in to get sea lands done. Your chests are more prioritized into concentrating on sea land 21 plus and Void Vortex, in my opinion. But yeah, re-rolling Resonance Gear hurts a lot. Besides that, you're in a good spot because you have a good variety of heroes across your account. I would say once you get Sea Land 20 done, or sorry, once you get Death 100 done with this ticks, you're free to regress him. All the other heroes are keeper heroes. I would not regress any of them. Azure says, as I've said, you have full creative freedom. I kind of want to just jump on this account this entire week because I want to take every day and do a ceiling, because I think that would be really, really good for you and make a ton of progress, because then that might even change our advice like a lot.